Guys, it's Donna from Donna's Creative Space. Today I am doing a video on the Darling Donkeys stamp set. It is a free item in the Celebration brochure. When you spend $50 in January or February on an order, you get to choose a free item from this brochure. And this is the stamp set. So spend $50 on product and you can select this for free. I think it's a cute little stamp set and I had fun playing with it. So I made this card and I'm going to recreate it, and I'm going to give you the measurements that I used. First I'll let you know what I used. Like I said, the Darling Donkeys stamp set, and I used these black matte dots, or matte black dots. I used black Memento ink. I used some Stampin' Blends, the light petal pink, the, let's see, this is the dark smoky slate, the dark old olive, the dark daffodil delight, the combo, light and dark of crumb cake, and I always have my color lifter just in case I make a mistake. Now, I used this stamp set, but for this shape here, I used this Hippos and Friends. Get that off. This is the Hippos and Friends die set, and it coordinates with this Hippo Happiness stamp set. I haven't used that yet. This is the first time I'm using, I've had this for a while, but this is the first time I'm using the dies. If you would like to look at it, it is the die bundle is on page 176. And let's see, if I go to page, this is in the annual catalog. If I go to page 49, I'll show it to you. Sometimes seeing the samples that they give, aren't these cute? Look at that, that's really cute. So, oh, I love sheep. I didn't realize there was a sheep on there. I'm going to have to play with this. But anyway, so I'm only using the dies today because what I like about these dies are all the different, not so much these animals that go with the stamp set, but all these different shapes. And I am using this largest one for this big label to stick that donkey in. So I'm using that, so I went ahead and I cut a piece already. But as far as supplies, you're going to need about 14 inches. If you want to create this card, I'm using 14 inches of this. This is in the new catalog, this is the Mossy Meadow braided twine. I really like this stuff. I really, really like this stuff. Let's see. So here's everything. And I've put little notes on them just so I can remember to tell you the sizes and everything. So I have a card base that is 5.5 by 11 and it's scored at 4 1/4. I have a card mat that is 4 by 5 1/4. This is basic black. Then I have this paper. This is from the In Good Taste paper that is in the annual catalog. And this is the number 152494. It is $21. It's more than our normally our DSP is $11.50, but this had 24 sheets in it. It's really, really a good pack. It has a lot of textural things between like stucco looking things, tile, and then a bunch of wood looks. And let's see, and then I used a little scrap of this paper. This is from World of Good, which is also in the annual catalog, and this is considered specialty paper. It only has 12, whereas the other pack has 24. But this, we're using just a small amount of this. But this is a nice set because it is 15, but it's because it's specialty because some of it has the foil emboss on it. But as you can see, I'm not sure if you can see this, but this is like has a map in it, but we're only using a little piece, so you really don't even notice that it's a map. Let me just pull this off. I mean, you can see, I think that's Africa right there. No, maybe. I'm really bad at geography, so I'm not really sure. But you're not really going to know that it's a map on the card. You really can't see much of it. I just needed to add a little bit of color in the background. Then I have a piece of white that and I'm using the new basic white. We used to have Whisper White, and I still have some of it left, but I used, for this I used the basic white, which seems to be just the same as Whisper White. So I'm kind of happy about that because I've always loved Stampin' Up! Whisper White. And as I said, I use the largest shape from this. I think this is great because you can put a lot of stuff on that label since it's a nice big image. Did I miss anything? I think that's it. So let me get out, oh, a piece of scrap. We need a scrap of Mossy Meadow because we need to punch this out. Oh, that brings another point. This is the dual oval punch, and this is new in the mini catalog, and I will pull out the number, and that way you have it. Excuse me, but it is great because I punched out in white, and then I punched out this piece, the scallop side, out of the scrap piece of Mossy Meadow. Okay, so let me clean this up, get a piece of grid paper out so I can do some stamping. And I'm going to do it a little bit differently than this one because I want to use one of the other stamps. I'm going to use this little guy here because I think he's cute. Okay, so give me a minute. I'll be right back. I'm looking up this punch. This is the Oval Occasion stamp set. The Oval Occasion double oval punch. It is, let's see, just so you know, I like to give you as much information. So here is the bundle is $33.25. You get this set and it punches out these items here. But that's what it is. This is the punch itself, which is $154,242, $18. Okay. Hey, I've got some grid paper out, and now I am going to make another one of these cards, but I'm going to do it a little differently. I'm going to make it with the donkey that's sitting down. And if you haven't learned how to put on the when you get your cling stamp sets, they come like this, and they have a piece, I should have just showed you, that comes off like so, and you have to break it apart from the red rubber, but you have this foam side. Now, in the past, they tell us to take these pieces, these are your stickers that go on top of this, so that you can see them through the clear block. Some people just leave it like this, but I like to put the stickers on now that they've made them into the cling. So you could peel this off and turn this upside down and place it down like that, but I don't like the positioning on that, so I'm going to show you a way that I've been doing them since I learned. And I learned it on the on somewhere online. I still don't remember who it was, but so you take the piece, and they usually split so you can get the sticker off, and you peel the whole thing off, right? And so I just turned off up one edge. Then I'm going to put it down. Now, I think that it's better when you work on something dark, so I'm just going to pull in this piece here. Right, and then you're just going to take your Claremont stamp, and this part of the sticky isn't like permanent stick like the other side. So you're going to put your block down like that, and then turn it upside down. And I had only peeled up a piece to start it, so I'm going to take this part up, and now I have the whole thing on here, right? Then you're going to take your cute little stamp upside down, and then I'm going to stand up to do this. Let me see, I think sorry, I just shook the camera. Let me see, I will zoomed in so you can see this. And I'm trying to go straight, look straight down on it, but you aim it up and you just lower down onto your thing, onto your stamp. And see that? So then you take it off, you're all set. So, excuse me, so that's how, an easy way to put your cling mounts together. But anyway, like I said, this is just a cute little stamp set, the free one from the Celebration. So you spend $50 on product, and out of the annual catalog or our new mini catalog, in which, let's see, where's the mini catalog? Here's the mini catalog. If you don't already have a demonstrator, you can contact me. Go to donnascreativespace.com and you can click on, excuse me, email me. And I will send you one out if you don't have a demonstrator already. Oh, geez, let me zoom you back out. Sorry about that. So here's my, this is my blog spot, donnascreativespace.com, and from there you can contact me. Here's my my website for shopping, donnasingleton.stampinup.net. Okay, so that's the new catalog. I can also send you the celebration. This lasts for 2 months, January and February, and you get to, while you shop in either this catalog or our annual catalog, for every $50 you spend, you could pick out one of your, pick an item out of the celebration catalog. And they have, before I go on, they have a couple of things that are worth $100. Like this is a stamp set, not worth $100. If you spend $100 in product, you could choose that stamp set. And then this is my favorite in the whole book. Excuse me. If you spend $100, you can get this stamp set and this designer series paper, which is absolutely gorgeous. So those two items are a bundle for free if you spend $100 in product. So, and don't forget, this is my host code that lasts, geez, today's the 14th, tomorrow's the last day to shop using that, and you can get in on my free card class to go. And I'll show you that in a minute. So let's get on to the donkey here. So like I said, I had this scrap piece of basic white, and you may hear me refer to it as Whisper White because that's what I'm used to saying. But I used the largest piece of the Hippo dies, largest label, and that's the info on that if you're interested. And so I cut that out, right? And let's see, got my Memento out. I'm using Memento ink. Now I like to clean my stamps the very first time I use them because after manufacturing they might have stuff on them, and I like to use my stamp and scrub where you have a wet side and a dry side, and this is a way of cleaning them from the ink, but I always do it at the beginning also when I get a brand new stamp. So I'm going to ink this guy up, and the Memento pad's a felt pad, so it's a little harder than our colored pads. So you press a little bit firmly, make sure it's all inked up. I'm going to go ahead and stamp it just for practice on the grid paper. And I'm going to ink them up again. And I think I'm going to put this, let's see, I think this is square. Let's see, it's about 3.5 inches. Yeah, this is square, so it really doesn't matter. But I'm going to put him in this corner here. We're just going to change it around a little bit. So I'm going to put him down here. And I probably should move up because you probably don't get to see. I had it too out of the camera shot. And I'm going to let him dry for a little bit because I'm going to be using blends. And the Memento is the good ink to use for blends. But you also want to make sure that you let it sit for a couple of minutes. So let's see. I would like to let's do another one. Let's do Hey Friend. I think it'll fit on the, maybe get another block. I think it'll fit in that little oval. And I'm going to wash it. I'm not even going to put the label on right now just because I want to get it done fast. So I'm going to ink that up, and I'm going to put that right there. Hey friend. Hey there, friend. That's cute. Okay. So I will go ahead and put the label on later, but I just wanted to make sure you saw how I did that. All right, so for coloring, let's see, let's put that aside for now. I'm going to use my oval punch. Oh yeah, that Hey There fits great in there. I think I'll put those black matted dots on either side. So you're going to punch that out. I don't care that it punched the other thing, because that I already took off. So that's just scrap. I can get rid of that. So now I'll bring this back in. This is my scrap Mossy Meadow. And I'm going to punch the... Okay, I really like this punch. So I'm going to put that aside. And we have those two pieces there. Now, so here's my... I don't even know if I brought the card up close so you could see it. But this is the card. And I picked this wood look paper because I thought, you know, it kind of looked maybe varnish. And then I just needed a little bit of green behind it. So I added that piece from the World, what did I say it was? World of, oh gosh, I forget now. World of Taste. World of, no, not World of Taste. World of Good, I think. But anyway, so, but we're doing this other little guy. So I am going to color him now. Well, let me I'm going to mount this. And I'm just going to use a little bit of my Seal Plus All. I like a punch that you can get both pieces done like that. So now, since I switched donkeys, you're not going to need the yellow. I used that for that. I used the Daffodil Delight for the rose. And you won't need that for this card because he doesn't have one. So I started with the Petal Pink Light. And I used this on the inside of, let me use the other side. The inside of his ears. And like I said, this is a different stamp. So, I think I should move, maybe I should zoom in. I like to zoom in, but I always forget to zoom you out. And it's not like this is live that you could, somebody could text me and say, hey dummy, unzoom us. But in any case, so I use the Petal Pink for the inside of his ears and his little snout or muzzle. I'm not really sure what you call it. Then I took the Crumb Cake and I'm going to use the dark first. And I'm just going to put a little bit of the dark kind of on his hair. I'm going to color in his tail. And then I'm going to just do some shading. And I just put a little bit. And I'm going to shade in different areas. It really is just to give some dimension, maybe on the side of his face like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and use this, the lighter color, because it's good to try to work faster. I mean, there's different thoughts on this. Some people like to wait with it. I kind of like to work fairly soon after I put my dark down because I think it blends better. And if you did wait, this, since they have alcohol in them, you just, you know, touch that area and it kind of puts more of the alcohol into what you just covered with the, you know, putting the light on top of the dark. So I'm going to do his legs like I should do his back legs a little darker. But I want to blend this part first. Okay. And I'm going to do that leg behind there, and then this one, and maybe I'll do some more on his belly, that, and then this area here, his butt. Okay, and I'll go back with my light. Oops, wrong end. I like the paintbrush end when I'm doing my little swirly moves, just like that. Okay. I'm gonna do that. So, but he doesn't have, he's a little bit smaller than the other one. And now for the hoofs, I use the dark smoky slate, and I'll use the felt tip end because the smaller area, and get that done. And then we want him sitting on something, so I'm going to take my this is Old Olive Dark, right? So we're just gonna do a little area that he's sitting on, like that. All right, and then he's done. So let's put the card together. So let's see. Let me get rid of. All right, I don't want to get rid of that. I want to keep that out. Okay, so we take our. Right, sorry, get my bone folder. Right, that goes down first. Now, that gets burnished first. So we want to build this up because we want to wrap our tie around. So I'm going to take all my little pieces. I gave you the measurements at the beginning. You can always go back to the beginning of this. I'll probably put all the measurements on my blog site too. So this is going to get put on top of the black. Alright, I'm going to mount my wood on top of the, make sure I stay in the view of the camera, Donna. Okay, put that on there. And then I want to put this on, but I want to figure out where. It's the same shape, but now I'm going a little bit different. So if I'm going to put this over here, maybe I want this over here. So yeah, I think I'm going to, well, I don't know if I like that. Gosh, I think I want the tie still to the right. So let me put this back here. Maybe I'll leave it like that. So it's behind part of it. I don't know. What do you guys think? I can't hear you. This is terrible. Let me see if I put it here. Right smack in the middle. No, maybe over to the right. Yeah, maybe I'll put it to the right, but I'm going to put my tie over here. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. So I'm going to put this over to the right. It really doesn't matter. You just put it wherever you feel like it. And this is going to go from the black edge to the top. Just like that. Okay, so now I'm going to take my twine, and like I think I told you this was about 14 inches. Let's see, this is 10, yep, about 14 inches. And I'm going to put my tie on the left side now. So I'm going to bring it all the way over. And I'm going to tie it over here. And this twine is flat, so you might want to make sure it's flat in the back. And I'm just going to tie it right about here. Let's see. And I can adjust it. Oh, am I still zoomed in? I am. Let me zoom out. There. Okay, I hope that you got to see. I hate when I forget to, I want to get this flatter, so I'm going to twist it a little bit. Okay, and then that side twisted. Okay, so let me see where I want my knot. I think I want it in this section over here, and then this is going to go here. Yeah, that would be good. So I'm going to leave it right about there. I'm just going to take a piece of Scotch tape to hold it down in the back. Okay, and then let's see, make sure it's even. And now I can mount this like so. Uh-oh. Hate when that happens. But it does happen. All right, this goes this way. All right, so we're doing it kind of backwards, which is fine. Oops. Okay, right, just like that. And now this guy's going to go here, right? Is that what we figured out? And this is going to go on here. So these are both going to go up on dimensionals, but this is going to be partially on this and partially up on a dimensional. So I'm going to put a little bit here, like that. Let me make sure it's, yeah, that's about straight, right? And then I'm going to turn it upside down, and I'm going to put a dimensional on the green little tag part that's sticking out, and then a bunch of dimensionals around here. All right, oh, you know what? I'm going to put a couple more just on the two sides because I really don't want a saggy donkey. Okay, and then I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool to pick off these little backings because it works so nicely. After you get a few off, you have to go take them off, but it's still better than picking them off, trying to get them off with your nail. Let me get rid of those. And then this is going to go on right there. Oh, gee, I think I like this one better than the other one. Just like that. Cute, huh? Isn't that cute? Okay. Now, this new item we have are these matted black dots. I really like these. And since I had done this black background, I decided that I would use these dots. And let's see if I can get a couple up. I think I'm going to put one on either side of this. I think I like you know, doing this since there's all that space. Let me see, they're not quite even. But that's the hard part about doing this on camera, because I want to get it centered, but I want you guys to be able to see. Okay, so I'll do that, but then I need a couple more. So maybe I'll put one up in this corner. I do like to do some, I do like to do an odd number. I usually like to do 3, but I think I'll do one down here. Okay, and then I'm going to grab, where are, here they are, my ribbon scissors. I only use them on ribbon. I have 2 pairs of these, actually I have 3 pairs of these, but this pair, oh, I have a little sequence on it. This pair, I have a ribbon tied around it because that means it's only for ribbon or twine. And then I just took the ends of this twine and I kind of pulled it apart a little because it's like woven. And I just thought it added a little bit more texture to it. And there you go. And you can go ahead and put a inside piece, and you can stamp, geez, what are these things here? Little stars, I guess. Maybe when he kicks up his heels, that would be good. I don't know. But, so that's my card. Those are my 2 cards using the Darling Donkeys. I think they're adorable. My friend Lori thought they were ugly, but she also didn't like the Zany Zebras. But I happen to like both of them. So, maybe I have to send one of these Darling Donkeys to Lori, just as a joke. But anyway, so those are the cards I made. I do want to talk about, for 2 seconds, about my card class to go. If you order with me and spend a minimum of $35 in product, you will get my January card class to go. You need to use my host code, that right there, 6UMBVD, excuse me, BU, 6UMBVTGZ, and order through the 15th. I may even let it go to the 16th because I'm still waiting on product, so I won't be cutting until this weekend. So for the next couple of days, if you place an order, I'll probably close it on the Saturday, the 16th. But anyway, so I used for the cards, oh gosh, I'm missing, oh, here it is. I used this stamp set for my January cards, and I used this free set from Celebration to make these cards, and I'll show you. And I also used the dies that go along with the Lots of Heart. But I die cut everything, so you don't necessarily have to buy these. But some of these items, these make a beautiful heart, which isn't in here because I've been cutting it in the other room. But anyway, those are the 2 stamp sets I used. And I will quickly show you what you get in your card kit. Let me move my donkeys for a second, and I'll bring them back. These are the card kits. You're going to get 8 cards, 2 each of 4 designs. So here's the first one that you'll get, and I will give you a quick look at that card. Looks like this. And you're going to get the ribbon. You're going to get everything inside to make 2 of those. And then you're going to get, let's see, the next one is this card kit. I've done embossing. I've done the die cuts. I've tied your bows. That's this next card. So that's the second one. Oops, everything's spilling out. So that's the other card kit. The second one, have all you. That's that twine I used today. This is the next kit. You'll get, this is this card here. So you'll get enough to make 2 of those. I've already, like, this is the die cut that I said the die's in the other room. Isn't that pretty? Look at the stitching on that. Isn't that beautiful? But I've already done the die cutting for you. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a Valentine's card. And you could use your own sentiments. You could just get the last one. So you'll get this, you'll get 2 of everything. 2 scalloped hearts, 2 regular. I did this die cutting. And, well, oh, this one I have to, the ribbon, I used this this Blushing Bride ribbon that is coming, but you'll have a bow and you'll have the piece to wrap around. So that'll be in that kit. So you get those 4 kits, 8 cards for free. When you use my host code, spend $35, but you really want to spend $50 just so that you can get a free celebration item. So like I said, I use the Lots of Heart. I use the dies and the stamp set, but you don't necessarily need the dies. But if you buy the dies, this is a $47.50 for these 2 items. And I mean, add a pack of dimensionals for $4, and then you'll bring you to $50, and then you can buy this for free. This is a nice set of sentiments because you have a nice thank you, sorry for your loss, wishing I could heal your heart, and we're in this together. I can't promise to always fix your problems, but I can promise you won't ever have to face them alone, and I don't know what I'd do without you. So that's a nice set to have. And I've always liked when they put script and straight text together in a stamp set. But anyway, so, and this is really, I love this. I really like this a lot. So these are the 2 stamp sets I used. I use this for cutting things out. Everything else is supplied in your kit. I did use a few different color inks, but you can go to donnascreativespace.com and look for my post. I think I posted this last week, and it gives you the inks that I used. Okay, so that's that, and I'll just bring this back in, and this was our Darling Donkeys, these 2 cards that I made today, and I hope you like them, and spend $50, and you can get this cute set for free. Okay, so have a great day. Bye-bye.